ever leave it in the sink to thaw out overnight. Okay, you should thaw it out in your refrigerator, and it takes about 1 hour, 5 hours for every 1 pound of meat. So if you have a 20-pound turkey, it's going to take roughly 4 days to thaw out in the refrigerator. Okay, so you have to plan a little bit. So you might want to take it out on Monday instead of on Wednesday. Okay, you can thaw it out in water. It should be running water.
Chef Dietrich says you should also make sure that your bird is away from things that it can be splashed on. Thawing it out in the fridge is the best bet, but if you have to rush on Wednesday night, Dietrich says you can put your turkey under some running water.
Don't use hot water. It has to be cold water, between 70, 80 degrees, but it should be as close to 70 degrees as you can get it. Okay? So after that, it's making sure that you roast your turkey properly.
In a 325-degree oven, an unstuffed turkey of 8 to 12 pounds should be cooked up to 3 hours, while a 12 to 14-pound bird needs to be cooked for 3 hours and 45 minutes. A 20 to 24-pound bird will take between 4.5 to 5 hours. Chef Dietrich says don't trust those devices that you stick in a turkey to tell you it's cooked. He says those will pop up at 180 degrees and you'll end up with turkey that tastes like shoe leather or will be extremely dry. Instead, he recommends using a bimetallic stem thermometer that will cost you around $10.
You should take your turkey out of the oven at 165, but with a big piece of meat, I take it out a couple degrees early. I'll take it out at like 162, 161, and then what's called carryover cooking. It will finish the cooking process as long as it's covered. You let it rest for about 15, 20 minutes. The temperature will rise above 165 degrees within about 15 minutes.
And don't forget those delicious sides. Whether it's mashed potatoes or potato salad, the chef says they have to be kept at the right temperature, not left on the buffet table for several hours.
The number one thing that causes people to go to the hospital in the United States is potato salad. Okay, and it's because the potatoes aren't being held at the proper temperature. So what happens is a toxin gets produced when the potatoes are temperature abused, and we say temperature abuse is between 41 degrees and 140 degrees.
As a rule of thumb, food should never sit out for more than 4 hours. As for stuffing, Chef Dietrich says if your turkey is bigger than 12 pounds, you should put the stuffing on the outside.
If you want to put an orange in there, fine, or an apple or a whole onion, that's fine. That helps give the turkey moisture when it's roasting. But as far as the stuffing goes, it's probably better if you don't. The turkey will cook faster if you don't put stuffing in there. And if your oven temperature is too low, then your turkey might sit in there for too long and it'll never get up to proper temperature. The other thing is when you're taking the temperature of a turkey that has stuffing in it, you should go to the center, which means you're taking the temperature of the stuffing, not necessarily the turkey.
Health Check is presented by